Hi everyone, I'm Jen, walking Della Doggy. Hi there. And just wanted to share with you, I was talking with a friend tonight and she was having some personal issues, but then she frequently, what helps her is her religion, her church. And there was a visiting minister, I don't know what the proper name is, but he talked about a hula hoop. And the more she talked about it, it sounds like a possible explanation of why there are so many worlds. And his theory was about every one of us. What he did was put a hula hoop on the ground, and then he stood in the middle of it, and he says, each and every one of us has our true selves there within the hula hoop. But if we stray from our true selves by accommodating somebody else or following a rule or law that society has placed, but that's not really our own truth, every time we step outside of our bubbles, we create, outside of our hula hoop, we create this is too dark, I'm going to turn around. I usually don't go this far at night. We create our like additional bubbles. And the thing is, those are compromised bubbles, because once you, let's say, follow a rule that you don't want to, then that brings in more of those, you're going to follow society rules type of world or reality. Like my mama Pete, she, when she was in her 90s, she told me a lot of stories, and some of them were amazing. She wore pants when girls were not supposed to. She did boy chores at the farm instead of staying inside and doing all the girl chores. She drove a car when women were not supposed to. She smoked when women were not supposed to. So she did not create a false bubble because she stayed her genuine self. She wanted to do those things, so she did those things. Regardless or irregardless of what society said. So she did not create false bubbles or circles. And I'm thinking that every time we're not following our true self, we create another reality. And the more that we're okay giving up, I think this is one way to help with the awakening, is to thine own self be true, to whatever is sincerely, genuinely in your heart and mind. If you can live that way, then live that way, be that way. Those of us who are in the Mandela Effect community, we are weirdos. We do not belong. We are not conformists. We are not sheeples for the most part until we find a group in the Amir community, and then we become sheeples all over again. So I cannot even say that we're not sheeples, but for the most part, we're comfortable being ourselves. And the more we're ourselves, even if you've created a false circle or a compromised circle reality, if you can go, you know what, I changed my mind. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to put up with, like her thing, my friend who was telling me the story about the minister, was like she just always makes excuses for this one person. And I'm like, well, that just means that you're inviting a reality where people cross the line and then you just let it be okay because you explain it away. So it's not just her, but you're allowing explaining away for whatever. I'm out of breath. This as Sunny 3 knows, this is not a hill. This is a 45 degree angle mountain walk. Anyhow, so sorry about that, out of breath. So my theory is that the more and more we can be our own self and returned to the original hula hoop, the more we can return to who we originally were and return to our whole. Because there were, you know, all these parts of us. Like, you know, we put on different faces. If we go to work, we put on a certain face. For our neighbors, we put on a certain face. For our family, we put on a daughter face. Or, you know, aunt face or whatever. The thing is, why are we putting on all these different masks? Why can that, why can people not be who they are? Why do they have to be divided and classified, categorized? So, you know, as one of my last couple of videos, it was a PS to the meltdown video, I just showed a whole bunch of things that I like, which included my dog's tail wagging and included hearing the bubbles of the sparkling water when you open the, you know, the bottle, and crunching on those crispy crackers. Like, you know, I like the texture and the sound, or the feeling. I like the sound of the water. I like, you know, seeing the orbs that were there. And my very last thing was an impromptu. My boobs were jiggling, and I'm like, I like my boobs jiggling. So why can Mama Jen, which some of you call me Mama Jen or Mama Bear, why do I have to be this maternal, nurturing being who has to, you know, I wondered if I should have put up that video because, yeah, I like the feel of my Betty boobs bouncing. So, you know, that's part of me too. Now, I'm not going to exactly talk about that with my nephews, so, but I'm being my genuine self by not wanting to talk to them about it, but why am I withholding certain parts of me for only certain audiences? I'm not talking about boob jiggling with my nephews, but do you get what I'm saying? Return to, I don't know how we ended up on my jiggling boobs, sorry. But my point is, let's return to our hula hoops, and then we can be whole, W-H-O-L-E, which maybe means, it's okay, maybe means that we can return, get out. I love you guys.